feel to it. Obviously for us they're important points, but yeah, just coming down to the end here. Obviously we want to shape our game to be ready for the first game of the playoffs, but also still trying to get some points. So I think every game's had that kind of feel lately.
Obviously anything can happen in a shootout, but just how do you feel about your team's ability to play in a low-scoring game?
Yeah, I think we're comfortable with it for sure. I mean, I think this has been a lot of games for us in a short amount of time. So, I thought we did a good job to battle together. Obviously missing some guys, but I thought we did a good job to grind it out to the end. Obviously we want that extra point, but for the most part I thought we battled hard together.
Looking back to your goal, nice pass from Colasar in the neutral zone, got you loose. Is that an underrated part of his game?
Yeah, Coley makes great plays all the time. He's hard on the walls. He's really easy to play with. I think the last 2 years, me and him have played quite a bit together, and I feel like we can just read off each other pretty easy. So, that goal was a huge play by him to get me in the zone.
Obviously, low-scoring games, you can give a nod to your goaltender. What do you think of Jonathan Quick back there tonight?
Yeah, he played huge for us. Made some really key saves for us. I think he was great all night, and it's a lot easier to play when you have confidence with any of our goalies that are going in. So he played great for us tonight.
Coming out of this one, heading into 2 against Seattle to close out the regular season, what do you want to see from the group in the last couple games?
Just more of the same. I think we've been on a great stretch here. I think we've been playing hard for each other and really dialing in our game. For playoffs coming up. But I think for these next 2 games, we just want more of the same.
You guys played the Stars 3 times this year. They beat you all 3. How meaningful is it if you guys were to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, all the games were pretty close. I think 2 were shootout wins, so I mean we're not really taking that into any consideration. I think we played some great hockey against them, and they just kind of came out on top in the shootout, which in playoffs it doesn't happen like that. So I don't think we're too worried about that.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you. Thanks.
Anything can happen when the game goes to a shootout, but 65 minutes before that, what do you think of your team's performance?
Yeah, you know what? It was a tight-knit game. Any game that finishes like that, we had some chances. They had some chances. Quickie had some big saves. It could have went either way tonight.
What was the message when Zach Whitecloud went down? You guys were down to 5D.
Yeah, just next man up. Obviously, you don't like seeing that, especially after you just came back not too long ago. It was next man up. Everyone be ready. Maybe keep the shifts a little bit shorter, especially when it was late in the third, and then go from there.
Next man up, everyone be ready. It's been a mantra of yours all season long. You've come back in. You've put up another point tonight. Just where do you feel your game's at right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously sat out for a long time there. Tried to build some confidence in the first few games, and now I'm just trying to help the team win in any way possible.
Another tight game for this team. Just how do you feel the team is comfortable in low-scoring games like this? Obviously, this time of year they're important. Yeah,
that's huge. I mean, it was almost like a playoff feel out there. There was some hits, there was some big blocks. We were doing what we could to win. A bounce here, a bounce there, like I said earlier, and it could have been a different story. It was a good game.
Looking ahead, 2 against the Kraken, close out the regular season. Obviously, big seeding implications on the line. Just what are you looking for out of this coming week against Seattle?
Yeah, just to bring our A game. Like you just said, it's going to factor into the seeding here. And but no matter what, we know we're in the playoffs, so we want to be bringing our A game heading into the playoffs.
What are you guys looking for to know that your game is ready for the playoffs?
Oh, just, system-wise, we're on top of things. You're not cheating offensively, stuff like that.
Thanks, Ben.
Perfect, thanks.
Bruce, that's at least a point in 14 of your last 16, and the Oilers won again. It's a real battle to the end of the Pacific.
Yeah, I think it was not a lot of room out there today. Thinking of this game, a lot of big bodies. Kind of a man's game out there where you're going to have to win some puck battles on the walls and work really hard to get inside, and that's how we scored our goal. So credit to the guys. We started in this time zone Monday, Sunday, went home, had a very emotional game against LA. So I loved our effort. The D really had to play hard against some big bodies going to the net all night. So it's a good point. You always want the other one, right? In overtime, I thought, we had some looks, wrong one off the bar. They finished one in the shootout, we didn't, so credit to them, but it was a good hockey game.
Zach Whitecloud had to leave in the third. Do you know anything about him?
He's got a lower body. He's in there. He's doing okay. We're all hopeful it looked worse than it may turn out to be, but we don't know until we get home. But right now, the news was okay, I guess, but they'll have to look at him tomorrow.
To get the point, you still control your own destiny, and you have 2 games left. At the start of the season, you'd take this position, wouldn't you?
Yeah, listen, we started the year, went to training camp. The team missed the playoffs the year before, right? So that's your first box you wanted to check. We did that. We're going to open at home now. We're a good road team, so to me that isn't. There's importance to that, but I think for us, would be okay wherever we played. But we have an opportunity to win the division. This team likes to win things, so that's the next thing in front of them. So we'd like to do that, conference, all those things. But at the end of the day, I think you want health going into the playoffs. We got a question mark now with Whitey. And you want to be playing a good team game, which I think we have been. As you pointed out, we're getting a lot of points almost every game, so it means you're in the game. I think that's most important, but we'll try to win the division if we can. Get ready for Seattle Tuesday.
You had to make a tough decision against the Kings to start Brossoit rather than Quick, and then Jonathan comes back in tonight and gets you another point. I think he's in the games he's played. You've picked up 12 points. A real pro to get back in there and battle today.
Yeah, he worked hard yesterday. It was an off day in terms of the full team practice, and the goalies were out there. And he wanted the net against LA. Unfortunately, I could only play one guy, and we chose LB, and I thought the team played well. He played well tonight. He was great for us. So hopefully he doesn't hold it against me. We talked about how we're going to use our goalies, that everyone was going to play that was healthy, and he got his chance tonight. And we'll see what happens Tuesday. But again, I'm happy for Jonathan. Like I said, he battled in there. It's a tough team to play against. A lot of pucks coming to the net, lots of traffic. So you got to really be working hard to find pucks, and did a good job with that.